What's up, everybody?
Yo, what's going on? Look, it's like it never happened, okay? So let's pretend
And all
it did.
that chaos going on in the background, and then boom.
I was gonna
That's
say,
it.
make sure everything, I didn't even check if everything was set up, but I think we're all here. We made it.
That's how professionals do it, guys.
I just barely made it. I had to tell a really good customer that I couldn't make it. He called and said his air conditioner wasn't working and wanted me to come out right now.
Should have done a live from the job site.
Whoa.
I thought about doing that one time when I had a
service call
to go to, but then I rescheduled it. I told them I'll go back in the morning or whatever it is, and I was like, but what if I worked and I had the phone going live?
I thought about that too. Like I'm driving home from the call.
Oh yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
we're like, that sounds like a good idea.
So we made it. Welcome back, everybody. What is this? Episode 42 of the HVAC Knights. Let me pull this up real quick. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do have notes for nights. So,
my man, notes for nights, baby. Let's go.
Gotta be professional.
Sorry, Kurt. Sorry.
Do you know what day it is?
Thursday.
It is
Happy birthday.
Wait. It is the National Commercial Food Service Equipment Technician Appreciation Day.
We appreciate y'all and everything you do. Thank you.
Just so happens to be falling on my birthday. I didn't know that. Shout out to Pat.
Your birthday. Shout out to you, dog. Happy birthday. So 41 Thanks. Followed by 42, followed by fucking the other Thursday show. That's right. Next year, Kurt. So
these birthday specials.
I think each one of Riley's nuts fall on his birthday's nuts fall on Thursdays.
Quit talking about it.
But shout out to Pat because Pat posted that and tagged me in it. I had no clue about that technician day. There's always like HVAC technician day and all these other days. I never keep track.
I work in the food industry too. I mean, what's up with that?
I see you doing commercial. I
don't get a shout out. So Pat, whatever.
You're here on the show. So how's y'all's week? Busy.
I got approval for a lot of jobs. I've been kind of mellow this week.
A lot of rain, or
it was the case. We're finally seeing the sunshine for the first time in what seems like 2 months, but things have picked up a little bit, especially the jobs coming in. I got approval for 2 changeouts today.
I've been getting a lot of approvals too, and we had rain. It's real random because I did post a clip from like a couple days ago. I went out to a maintenance, so like all my maintenance calls, like that's this month, right? So that's probably be talking about that a lot. But every maintenance I've gone to, it's like a fan motor's giving out, capacitors, whatever it is. And it's always the ones that I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in and out real quick. I'll jump to the next one. I'll do this. I'll do that. And then I'm like, crap, it's not working, right? So the last one I went to, I noticed the front AC wasn't working, right? Okay, cool. I'll check it out for you. They're like, yeah, it's been hot. And I had a conversation with, I think his name is Alex on Instagram because he saw my post and he's like, that happens too. Like as soon as you start, if you see dark clouds anywhere, because I did see, I was like, man, it's real dark way over there. And then I took off the panel. As soon as I started like testing my wires and stuff, started pouring like crazy.
Every time. And you're just like, go friggin' figure,
So yeah, I had to, needless to say, I had to go back the next day, and the thing was flat. I was like trying to figure out if it was a safety or something, but no, completely flat. And it was the ones that I always find like that are the Daikin's.
Really?
Yeah, the commercial RTUs. I know Jason has said that the industrial stuff by them is really good, but every location that has an RTU by Daikin has leaked out at the condenser. And the warranty just came out. It just came out of warranty. I was like, shit. All right.
Every time.
Y'all forgive me. My dog something in the background.
Does Daikin's commercial warranties, are they extended to 5 years though?
I guess it depends on, it being registered and all that, because I want to say it was going on 6 years, and then when I talked to my supply house, they gave me the date. It literally had just came out of a warranty.
Damn. They weren't willing to work with you on that.
It's on you guys.
I was out here fucking 40 months ago. I swear I was here.
And the thing is, I'll usually ask, but yeah, Nate's like, they're trash. 5 years old. Yeah, that's usually when they leak, at the 5 year mark. But I will usually ask about it, right? But every now and then they'll hook me up, but those are not the same people that used to hook me up. So I got to deal with all the new kids. And I had one that, man, I can't remember what it was. It was another Daikin that I needed something for, and they kept telling me no. I had to go pull somebody out of the back and talk to them and be like, they're telling me no, I need this now. And I brought him to the front, and they're like, what are you talking about? Get him what he needs. And, no, we'll take care of it. I think it was that one was a compressor. It was under warranty. I was like, I know it's under warranty. I just installed this last year, because it was one that I installed. And they didn't want to give me the compressor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The new kids, the new guys, they're like, nope, can't do it. So, and we didn't install this one. So I'm like, okay, I'll try to talk with them about it. But then they're like, oh, what can you do?
If I didn't install it, I may not go the extra mile to try to get them to cover the warranty.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You try. I mean, I'll ask. I'm not going to be a dick about it, right? I'm like, is it under warranty? Is there anything we can do? And if they just flat out, tell me no once or twice, and I mean, I'm sorry I didn't install it.
Sometimes there's a situation where I installed equipment and the house is sold, but I registered the equipment to the previous owner.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm called back to the house for one reason or another. I'm there and I have a part that has failed after the 5 year warranty. I know I can get it under warranty if I lie and tell them that it's the same person. But I don't.
If you're nice to your HVAC person, you might get, stuff here and there. But yeah, we put our name on the line for that kind of stuff. And like I said, if I know the guys at the supply house, they have no issue. If I try to exchange something or do something under warranty, they're like, just let them, but depends on the guys at the supply house. Jake, any input?
I've done that once for a customer. It was actually a friend of mine. The previous company who installed it left the data sheet of everything that was for the customer, and I just gave him the name of the old previous owner and got the motor under warranty, replaced it, and then my input for that is Florida just passed a law. Anything installed after, was it June 1st or July 1st, no matter what, carries a 10-year warranty with it. So don't even have to register that shit. Which kind of sucks, but it's a good thing at the same time, because a lot of business does come post the 5 year mark, because a lot of new construction, and it's never registered to the homeowner. So it always benefited us. So yeah, but it's good for homeowners. And it could be good for us too, because we'll just honor it,
Yeah, you honor it, you get business out of it. But I've seen you talk about that quite a bit, they didn't register it, or and it sucks that is which reminds me, I just freaking installed a water heater the other day, and I got to register it.
Yeah, dude, I got some photos in here of the companies, their little scam tactics in terms of make sure to register this for like the new homeowners when they're buying. Like the company, if you have any balls whatsoever, should always register the fucking equipment.
Oh yeah.
Don't leave that shit on the homeowner or the company. Just do your fucking diligence. But that's literally, bro. It's just a loophole. It's a scam for them to fucking get back in and bullshit them and sell them a system after 5 years. Tired of them. F-tards.
After 5 years.
Dude, I had it. Yeah, I'm not even. Oh God, he's
like
at it again.
He has something else. There we go. There's a whole tree.
Yeah. He's gonna have an itchy asshole later.
He'll eat it.
Oh man, what a fucking nut! I love it.
But yeah, like the one that I ran into, the guy quoted me the coil, and I'm like, all right, I'll just talk to the customer. I need to write that up though. I don't want to do it honestly, but it being probably 6 years old, from what I could tell, off the serial number, like I can't sell them. I can't honestly sell them a new system, right? Like the coil is leaking. I mean, we can probably fix it.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
It's a weird one though. I've never seen one like this because I'm used to seeing like 2-stage units. So this one's a little bit smaller. So we'll see. Could be easier. Could be harder. I guess. We'll find out. I'll probably do a video on it.
I gotta change a condenser fan motor in a P-TAC tomorrow.
Fun.
P-TAC, bro. I ain't worked on P-TACs since I used to work with my dad a lot, and we do them. I never got into them though.
Yeah, I looked at it and I thought, well, I think I can figure it out, and I got like, we'll figure it out when we get there,
dude. That's like I had a similar situation with a drain pan on a fucking mini split head, and I was just like, I guess we'll figure it the fuck out. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I was like, I've never, because it's like the whole bottom half, and I thought I would have to actually take apart the line set and everything. I was able to actually like just take out the fucking blower wheel, the motor disconnected, and the bushings and all that, and just you can fuck with those things. It's cheap ass plastic, and got it out and put the new one in.
I've never had to replace a drain pan. I've had to replace a blower wheel on one of those.
Oh yeah. I've done that too. They're not bad, but it made me feel like I was pissed because I was like, I can't do this shit. Like, I don't want to fucking do it. Just sell my new head. That's what I was thinking. But I already had the part, and I'm like, it would have been a good video, but that's just like predetermined notion you have going into a job, thinking, and then I'm done in 40 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, not too bad. So that was cool.
I appreciate all the birthday wishes in the chat. Why is everybody commenting random numbers?
I don't see random numbers.
Earlier, it was like 17, 29, 38.
Those are the best numbers.
Oh, and did you put yourself on fire today, Kurt?
Oh God.
Mike was talking about your video was epic today.
I changed out a reversing valve 10 feet in the air.
Oh, did it blow some of that the oil? Yeah.
No, I didn't set myself on fire. There was lots of fire involved, but I didn't set myself on fire.
Did you cut it out? I didn't look at the video.
I cut it out with a saw.
Goddamn right.
Well, I figured you can cut the top. You just can't cut the bottom.
Yeah, I generally unsweat the bottom, but I'll just take my snips right to the top, boy, and just cut them as close to the body as possible, and then I'll sweat off the knuckles, the little joints.
You mean like your dikes, the diagonal cutters?
No, I got a pair of shitty, sheet metal snips. Some bulldogs.
Use those.
Some little M5s on that bitch, and just
I had to do that with smaller line sets. I just use my cutters. I had to do that for an ice machine, And I was like, there's no way I'm going to sweat this out. It's too close. So just cut it out.
Yep.
I've never had to do a reversing valve. I have no interest in doing one, but
they're not.
Just try to keep it cool. That's it.
Yeah, bro, they ain't that bad unless you mess other things up. I've probably in the past 2 years done 5 of them, 5 or 6. And once I talked to the distributor, I was just like, "Hey, man, can I cut this? Do you guys need it back?" And he's like, "Nah, however you get it out, get it out." I was like, "Fudge."
Yeah. So, if you can cut it off at the top and then unsweat those 3 little pieces, that's the way to do it for me. When I first started doing them, I would cut the whole assembly out and remove it. Yeah. And then replace each piece one by one and then put a coupling in. That's the way I used to do them, and that was just... I started carrying a vise that I could clamp to the back of my vehicle so I could hold it still, and that was just a lot of trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen so many. I've seen a couple of y'all's videos on it. I've seen other people do it. I feel like I know enough to do it. I just don't want to, because I have like 2 locations that have reversing valves in the commercial RTUs. So like I got 2 or no, it's probably 4 carriers that have it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck. I opened the panel. I'm like, shit. Don't tell me that thing gave out, but it was something else.
Well, the thing is, that's a repair where you want to charge $3,000-$4,000, but you can't because the part don't cost but like $50.
Fuck that. What y'all ever replace the headers on them bitches though?
On what?
Like the carrier rooftops or anything like that?
Haven't.
Sweat all the damn joints.
I was gonna say I haven't had to, so hopefully I don't. But
we had one that was all clogged up, and we just replaced. I was like, damn, we should have did the damn coil at that point.
Because that's like a common thing. I've never actually run into one that's completely plugged up like that to where I need to, but I've seen other people do it again, like on YouTube, and I was like, oh man, I hope I never have to do that.
Do y'all remember those carrier package units where they didn't really have a metering device? They had this strange, like 6-piece header that went into the coil, and that was the metering device?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. It's like,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Those clog up.
It's stupid.
And having to clear. Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard you can clear them out, but it's not guaranteed unless you like want to go and like replace everything. But yeah, I don't like it either because I still see a lot of those. I want to say maybe it was older ones because I deal with a lot of that are not super old. I don't know if it was were those like 410 or were they like R22?
Well, like I have one 410.
Yeah, you Jake.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know which ones would clog up, but all of mine are 410. I've never had that.
Well, the one that I found that was so expensive to repair it, they just replaced it.
Absolutely. You're like, dang. Makes you wonder sometimes, you know.
I'm gonna tell you something that Carrier caught a lot of heat for this. They got these draft motors on their package units, and they got a little metal plate behind it called a flue box cover. It's just a piece of metal with some holes in it. They were charging like $280 for this thing. Bro. So I was having to pass on the charge to my customers. If I get a inducer draft motor, I want to get the flue box cover too. Mm-hmm. And I got the charge like $400 something for a piece of metal.
Mm-hmm. Bro, Carrier is notorious for just being overly expensive. When I tell customers like, because that is like, you know, some people will say builder grade stuff, but like down here, like a lot of like newer homes do have it. And I'm just like, man, like when it fails, like even like you want the OEM ECM motor, because they charge for whatever reason, like $800-900 for that piece of shit. I was like, or we can just put in this.
Not as reliable as some of the aftermarket ones.
Exactly. And it's just like, man, and then they just charge a fortune, and your product is not a premium that you're paying for. Like you said, that stupid little metal box, like you could just fucking make one.
Yeah, it's all about the all about the labor experience.
The thing is with Train and Carrier, they don't want to sell you parts. They want to sell you new equipment.
Yep.
I've had these conversations. I've had these conversations with some companies like Rude and Reeme.
That's their business model. They want to sell you new equipment. They don't want to sell you a new coil or a new compressor. They want to sell you new equipment.
Yeah, dude, and they'll give you a lead time of fucking 6 months for a board, and that's a proprietary board that you can't bypass on this Train, and you're just like, you're an asshole for doing this. You know what I mean? They've gotten to a point, fortunately now with these, they make it to where, I mean, I call them legacy plugs or whatever, where you can make like a system, you know, dumb a communicating system down to a conventional system. You know what I mean? But you're totally right. It's all proprietary shit, and you have to obviously do. And I get it from a fucking money standpoint. I'm just curious on their margins, but I'll tell you my next spiel about the Reeme one or Rude. I have a really good experience with Rude. That's why we install Rude.
I had a bad one.
They have like, dude, we had a condenser fucking fail. They don't make the condenser no more. They replaced the whole. It was one of these 20-SEER systems they produced. They stopped making 2 years ago through the whole SEER 2 thing. All the dude had to do was pay for the fucking air handler. It was you know what I mean? It was an 8-year-old system, so he was coming up on 10 years passing the warranty. They replaced the whole fucking condenser, and he just had to pay for that, and we just charged him $1,000 for labor. You know what I mean? And he got a whole brand new 10-year. Like, that's unmatched service in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I need your contact for that, because they have given me the runaround here for 2 condenser coils, and that's the one that I'm talking about. I brought it up before, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, that I've talked to them. They were like, we're gonna be straight up with you. We are more concerned with getting new equipment built and out the door versus trying to get you a part off the assembly line because you need a coil here or there. So I've been told no, I can't get the coil, and this is like a 7-year-old system, and 2 systems. They're identical but 2 locations, and I had to just I told the customer I can't get it. I was like, you want a new unit? I don't even know what happened. I need to go back to this specific location. I'm assuming somebody else went and like tried to fix it or replaced it, because like, we're not the only company that goes out there, but I do have their maintenance due, I think, next week. So I'll find out next week, because they were without AC during the summer.
Man.
And they straight up told me no. And then I had that conversation. They're like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, we got other things, but they said they were going to get back to me, and they never did. So
we need to, realistically, all of us just form some sort of coalition and go after these fucking manufacturers, bro.
And this was at the event where Ben was, and they had all the guys come down. They had the main Reeme Rude guys come down and everything, because it was at it was at Insco distributing, and I talked to they're like, oh, you got to talk to this guy. Oh, you got to talk to this guy. I talked to both of them.
Yeah.
Never got anywhere. And then they're like, oh, just email me. And I think I got the guy's number too. And I send him the information. He's like, yeah, send it over. We'll hook you up. Crickets, dude.
Damn.
I was like, fuck this.
You gotta have contacts. My road dealers, I've got.
It's because Insco is the only one here, or the main one. I hate that place. I'm not even gonna hold back.
Yeah.
My road dealer gives me great customer service. And that's why I'm with them. I mean, they really treat me good.
See, mine is Johnstone, and they push the one that I hate the most, Daikin, but I'll deal with it because they treat me good.
And it's funny. I think we've talked about this in previous episodes. It's like it's the same thing. What they're providing to us is what we're providing to the customer. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'll pay an adjustment or a little bit more for a fucking capacitor or whatever, knowing that my guys are going to come in here, and if Chuck in a truck comes by and he orders the motor and I show up and I need that same motor, they're going to tell homeboy it never showed up and give me the motor.
Oh, I love that. I get that treatment at mine too.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I'm like, please hold this, please do this, or like, we got one. I'll give it to you, and I'm like, cool.
Let me, hey, you can soundbite this one and clip it, and we'll tag them shout out to Tropic Supply, fucking Orlando, my boys, Nick, Jason, Gary, Dustin, and Colin. Those are my boys, man. We go in there, we take them breakfast. They have a fridge stocked full of freaking soda and stuff, and they have coffee, obviously, and they do barbecues during. So it's just like they're great people. They only do what they can do for us from what the manufacturer is giving them as well. So,
and that's all you need, or that's all you want. That's why I like the guys that I used to deal with for the longest time until they started changing, people recently. Yeah. And it's because they were like, they were calling, getting as much info or getting us the parts. I never had an issue. I knew if it took them a day or 2 days, they would get me what I needed. And if they didn't know something, they would at least help me get there.
Kurt?
my road dealer one time, I ordered a 3-phase condenser, 3-phase heat pump. What they sent me was single phase, and the guys installing it didn't take the panel off until after they had soldered it in. And they still swapped it out for me.
Hell yes. Yeah.
I thought that.
Yeah, that's top-notch service, man. Similar to one we had about 2 months ago. We're doing an install, and there's a dent on the condenser. Homeboy came, picked it up, dropped off the new one that day with us. You know what I mean? We kept working, doing something else, and I mean, it was all within an hour's time frame. He's like, "Oh shit, fuck, dude," because we're in a little group chat with the homeboy over there, and he's like, "Damn, I'm sorry." You know what I mean? Just simple stuff, man. And it's the stuff we do for our customers. You guys do it. Like, and Kurt, you obviously got such a good connection with your guy. He's willing to wait.
Yeah, because
between you and me, he's a big customer. He's a realtor. And I ended up sending up in his attic with a wet dry vac to vacuum out the drain pan.
No way. Oh, hey, I can make this work for you. You just gotta trust me.
It's terrible, but I did that so I can hang out with y'all.
Man, it's like Kurt's the goat, bro. This is why.
Hey. Yeah, because I'm going with who does things like that. Yeah, everybody in the chat is like, yeah, I mean, it depends on the supply house. If they treat you good, they can get you what you need. Yeah. And it's funny because because my dad does cooking equipment, right? So he has like a place that he goes to for parts like that. And he's cool with them, to where they kind of pull strings for him there. And for me, it's like Johnstone, because that's where I buy all my stuff. And sometimes my dad's like, "Oh, are they gonna let you?" Because I always end up returning shit or warranting stuff, like to help out some customers. And I'm like, nah, like doesn't hurt to ask. And I usually get help either way. So like, yeah, the customer service, like Refrigeration Devil, unmatched when you can get good help. That's all that matters.
Yep. Good customer service goes a long way.
Oh, when you said that you were, doing that to make it, Curtis, you're the best.
Well, thank you. I don't think I am. I'm just a normal guy out here doing my job.
Yeah, so we had, well, I mean, it's already freaking hot over here. I do have a few.
Oh, man. What's up with all these notes, bro? I had to pee.
In the corner?
Everything come out okay?
I mean, from what I'm used to seeing, it's still there, so we're good.
I feel bad that I didn't do this at the beginning, but shout out to Ian. He said he wasn't going to make it because it's his wedding anniversary. So,
whoa! Shout out, Big E Dog, son.
Yeah, shout out to Ian. He said he would listen to it tomorrow.
No rush. Ian's the homie. He's the plug. No, I don't know if does it work on here, Kurt. I don't.
I think it does.
Yeah, it's
like,
it's an Apple thing, I think.
I got a fucking Apple. Oh, nice, Kurt. Simultaneously. That was awesome. Man, brother.
You're the best because you're a bobcat.
I am. Actually, I am.
No fucking clue.
Ohio University.
Bruh.
Wait, is that where they eat the dogs and everything?
That's where I heard. That's exactly where they eat the fucking dogs.
Not even start now.
I'm not. It's because Jake brought it up earlier. But
y'all ain't watched the videos. They eating ducks and everything. There's a video. Look, I'm just gonna say there's a video. Yeah, it's some wild shit, bro. Like
it's
I don't know.
It's popping up now.
And then hey, the officials confirmed it never happened. Like, bro, I mean,
I have no clue, dude. It's I started seeing on TikTok. I'm like, oh shit, they were posting, what they thought. And I was like, really? And then now we got the whole Diddy thing too.
Oh, bro, that. Oh my god, the world is.
I had not used my TikTok in a while, and like now I started using it again randomly, and it's all this one thing after another coming out.
I don't have TikToks.
Well, that's where I get my news.
Yo, isn't that bad with society? That's the problem. I mean, I guess it's not a problem because.
Hey, they told me about the dogs. They told me about Diddy.
They told me about it.
Dude, I'm going to tell you on TikTok, it'll recommend people for you to follow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you now, do not follow those people. Because I followed like 3 of them just following the recommendations. I went back over to my feed, and all I saw was big booty shaking and...
Bro, how'd you get the clips my wife was supposed to get of me? Like, I just want to know.
And I was like, "Oh, what have I done?"
Yeah, you're like down it. Like, yeah, that's not what I was going for.
Well, what was I gonna say? Oh, well, there's that, and I mean, I had a few things.
There's that
written down. Yeah, well, the world's a crazy place right now.
All right, keep going. What we got? What's the bullet points, bro? Come on, you did a great job.
Well, I had a couple of comments, and they kind of segue into each other. So,
sorry.
Somebody was giving me shit about actually 2 people about the unit that I climbed up on.
Oh yeah, bro.
Why were they giving you crap about? Somebody said you might
because you didn't take the bag up the first time.
Well, no, wait. On the first part, I cleaned out the coil, but like by lifting it slightly and trying to get into the. Oh, that was gonna be my question. Do you guys see double row coils?
Not all the time.
I'm sorry.
No,
but they are in residential too. Yeah, but you'll see them.
I've seen them. Yeah, well, I've heard of that. I don't do residential, so I didn't know, but I see them pretty often in. I see them pretty often in the commercial side. Yeah, I saw.
Tell you something else. You'll see like the spiny fin coils that they have.
Oh, the worst.
Sometimes they will double row those.
It's just a double row of those when you got to clean them out because it's.
Here's the problem. When Adrian hopped up on the unit, though, he kicked the fucking coil fins, bro.
Well, that was gonna be my second point. My first point was the guy was like, "I can take that apart by myself and this and that, and I'll get that cleaned out real quick." And I don't know what. I'm like, dude. I was like, I was already up there for a while doing other shit. It's fucking.
First of all, I was up there. Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, it was fucking 100 and some degrees, and I was like, I ain't gonna do that. And for me, right, if I'm dealing with double row coils, I need to be taller than the unit to even like do it properly. Like that one was like a little bit taller than me. I was like, I would prefer some help, So I was like, I know
you're a little bitch.
People don't know the whole story when they see the videos. They don't see everything you see. They don't see everything you do.
They don't see the buckets of sweat. Yeah.
I know. And sometimes like I got criticized for not putting a level on a thermostat one day.
No.
It was raining cats and dogs, and I didn't want to go out to my van.
Oh, yeah.
But first of all,
Kurt, start strapping a fucking 24-inch level to your ass, bro, and just carry it around. Screw it.
I just eyeball it.
Yeah, right. Eagle eye.
People don't know everything, and they make comments sometimes that make you think, what?
Yeah, like the carriers that I see, the RTUs, those are a little bit easier because there's a compressor compartment. You take off the panel, and if you want to take off the top and everything, like you can get to it easy. This one had the whole coil wrapped around in its own little spot, so like there was no panels to remove. You just have to remove the top. I was like, I wasn't gonna do it that day, and I got in there pretty good. I mean, it worked. My main issue was a fan motor. So yes, when I went back to replace the fan motor, and neither one gave me a lot of shit. At the end of the comments, they were like, "Well, just my point of view. Keep doing what you're doing and whatever." So like, no harm, no foul, I guess. But yeah, on the second video, I didn't even realize this editing it or anything. Somebody's like, "Good luck." What do you say? Good luck straightening out that coil that you kicked in. I'm like, I did? Shit. I have to go back and look at it. And I was like, this thing was fucking deteriorating anyway, so give me a break.
Well, you know what they say, leave it better than you found it.
I left it worse than I found it.
When I saw like the dude
motor,
I saw that like comment. I'm like, let me look back. You know what I mean?
I didn't even notice it either.
Right? No, I was like, I did the 10-second bump and jump, and I'm like, oh, all right. It's after he jumped down the first time and got back up the second time. I'm like,
and that's the issue that I
just like sees that shit. You know what I mean?
And that's the issue that I had. I had to get up there 3 times, so I kicked the coil 3 times.
Yo, that's.
But I was like, dude, piece of shit anyway.
Have y'all? Yeah, right? I know y'all have seen me get inside a condenser, or like inside the condenser on a package unit. Sometimes when I'm doing a TXV or something. There's been a couple times I've been in there working, and I get up and turn around, and I have squished the coils behind me.
Yeah.
That was going to be my question. It's like, since I did it on camera, have you guys ever? I mean, it happens. You knock into a coil at some point.
Yeah.
I do it on purpose. It's callbacks, huh? It's more work. Oh, here's your problem. Oh man. Yeah, no, of course. Like when you go to try to straighten something out, or you're just like brushing it, and you got the wrong angle, and like the plastic part of your brush hits the freaking fins, and you know what I mean? And you're like, yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, I was like, in the previous video of mine, I had it because it was basically like a 2-parter. The first one I showed underneath, because at the very top, it's all brittle. It all like already deteriorated. I was like, me squishing a couple fins is not going to do anything.
Bro, they come delivered from the damn factory like that.
Yeah. I've never
even with
seen
the cardboard over the yeah.
I've never seen a perfect coil.
It's like, bro, what? Did we just lose 0.0000001% degree of fucking subcooling or something? Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
That's like, true, man. I've never seen a perfect. I used to get upset. I'm like, what the hell? Like the corners kicked in or something. But it's whatever.
Dude, I had a frozen coil this week. I've never seen a coil this frozen. It was a micro channel air temp. Did I post the video? No, I recorded one, so it'll maybe be out. The whole bottom half of the freaking almost to the side of the air handler was all the way frozen up. And then
is that the one where it's like, let's play a game or something?
No, that was the rooftop unit. Yeah. This is one I ain't showed you. And then the coil, it was so frozen from the top of the coil, like the apex point, it was probably 15% up the blower housing. I've never seen it that frozen before.
Oh, wow.
Usually it's just like, you got this much. Nah, this bitch was a block of ice.
I've seen a block of ice so big it's on the outside of a package unit in the summer.
Yeah. Like on the top and stuff, like on the row of the coil. Yeah. Let me see. I got one for
I was gonna say the worst one. I did take a photo of the worst one I've seen, but I would probably have to find it.
Let me ask you this: you guys familiar with air temp systems?
Oh man, is that the brand?
Ari Michael.
That Train actually used for a while as one of their off-name brands and then dropped them?
I could not tell you the answer to that question.
I think I've seen them. I don't know if I worked on them.
Are they made in the same factory as the Bosch system?
Who the hell makes Bosch? It's not Bosch. Isn't it somebody else?
You know what I saw at my supply house? Right front and center, Maytag.
Bro, let me tell you a story real quick. The oldest unit I ever worked on down here in Florida was a 1983 Maytag unit. Bitch is still original capacitor, and that was all that was wrong with it. Oh my gosh, I got pictures of that. I was like, that's impressive.
I've never worked on one. I just saw it like up in the front. I guess they're gonna push that now.
All right,
I know where there's a 1971 air handler that's still working.
That's incredible, man. It's I don't know if you can. All right, look. Okay, let's see if we can get this up there. Hopefully, it focuses for you guys.
There you go.
I was way off on the percentage of the amount, but look, it's touching the blower out.
Motor. Yeah,
I've never seen that, bro. And are you okay? So this is the issue I was having too. I get there, damn thing, no power. Or I got power going to it. The condenser's running, so obviously, maybe it's a variable speed motor. I was like, well, there's our issue. I checked from our control board. We have 24 volts, and it was literally 24 volts, which is just lower than I'm used to seeing. I go down to the second board, and I check, and I'm assuming maybe it's DC voltage or not, but going from the motor module to this board was 13 volts. And so I don't know if I needed to switch to DC. If anyone's familiar with that, if you could please let me know, because I even asked in the video, I was like, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean?
Was it a variable speed or a
constant? It was a special plug, communicating plug to the board. So there was a defrost, or not defrost, control board up here, and then down below on the blower housing was like a board, and there was what was called an expansion port, and then next to that was the communicating port, like Molex plug for the blower motor.
Basically, on most of those, it's hard to tell. The manufacturers are different. Yeah. If you can catch it rocking back and forth or something like that, then you know it's getting a call. But unless it's rocking like that, sometimes it's hard to tell.
So it was weird. I moved it from the regular portion of the plug, and there was a test pin connector. So I just pushed the plug over to that. The bitch started running. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I took it off of that and put it on the other one, and it's just been running. And I left it in the on position. It's all under warranty. So I said, we can replace the boards. Like, I really do not know. You know what I mean? So I tried calling the tech support, and I'm on tech support for like 20 minutes. Say that again?
What name brand?
Oh, AirTemp. It's like in red letters, or it's like red badge and white letters. It's
yeah, I think I've seen it.
It's a B64V MM6 60K-C.
That don't tell me nothing.
Yeah, I know. Like, you don't know your model numbers, Kurt? Jesus.
Like you want to see the one that I walked up to? Let's see if it focuses on mine. So I went on a RTU. That's a drain line. I don't know if you can see.
Is that ice around the drain line?
Yeah. That's built up, boy. Yeah, that's a third.
And then
of the way.
The top part.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man,
ski on that bastard.
That's gonna be a block. I had a shitty phone at that time, but there's the blower motor and there's snow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the photo's real shitty though.
Is the blower motor torn apart?
Is it what?
Is the blower motor torn apart?
No, I mean, it's all black.
Oh, I couldn't see it real good.
Well, it's an RTU that when I took the picture, the housing wasn't in the frame, but I walked up to that thing. That one was one of the ones that I tell people that almost kicked my ass because I went there, everything bypassed, and then like it's a LENUX unit. There's boards and wires everywhere, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna take me a few days to figure this out because there was wire nuts everywhere, and the reason that was happening was because somebody tried to bypass the board. And they bypassed the compressors, but they did not bypass the blower motor. So compressors nonstop. And that was in the winter. So that's why it was that cold too.
Dude, I remember the old LENUX package units that had all those ice cube relays on them.
Yeah.
They had a gazillion wires in those things. And one time I was trying to chase down a short, and this is when I'd only been working as a technician in a van by myself for like 2 years. And I couldn't find the short in all those relays. I mean, it was just way over engineered. And I was on the phone with my boss, and he said, "Just rip all that stuff out and start new." So I did. I ripped everything out. All that was left when I got out done was the capacitors, the contactor, the fan limit control, one of those spiral fan limit controls, and the ignition igniter over there, and I just rewired the whole thing.
I've seen it. I've seen it done.
That's sick. Yeah.
Ray Charles Mechanical. We bypass it all.
I love it. That's awesome, Jason. Yeah.
Because I had a guy that I went to, a competitor that went in to fix a walk-in, and he ended up ripping all the digital stuff out and making it mechanical. Then it stopped working the next day.
Oh my God. Yeah, got it work.
Work for a day.
No.
I've ripped out blower control boards and put in sequencers and relays and stuff like that. I do that pretty often.
Were you going to say something, Jake?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, like, when I first started doing, like, installs and stuff, like, in order to get the machine up, we had to disassemble everything. And, like, the lead tech came to help us out real quick, and he just ripped all the wires off. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that, Chuck? And it was Charlie. And I was just like, it's like, there's a fucking schematic. Just look at that and put it back together. I'm like, and I'm like all flustered as hell. I'm like, I'm green as all get out. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, boy, hot as hell. Was in the attic. There's bees. I was just pissed off about that. And he just was like, and really, I guess, now it's just like, oh man, you just, you know what I mean? But then you're just like,
yeah, that schematic is important. Reading the schematic is so important because even me going to school, I had like a leg up on that kind of stuff. But when you get on the field and you see all those fucking wires, I mean, it scares the shit out of you.
It does, bro. It still gets me. I'm like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? I still get
I was watching a Michigan heating guy replacing a OEM board with a replacement like aftermarket board. Yeah, like a universal board on a furnace. And he just starts ripping all the wires off that thing and yanking the great big old board out of there. And I'm like, you've done this before.
Yeah, he's good. He's like, all right. I can tell by this spade connector here, this one's going to, you know what I mean? Because, oh, man. And I ain't the best at that. I tell you what, I can hardly see as it is, man.
Oh, man, I wanted to do a meme. I don't know if you've seen the Hangover movies.
Mm-hmm. Just the first one.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it's in the third one where that Asian guy, I forgot his name.
Shout out.
Mike Tyson. Yeah. He's gold in that movie, dude.
Oh, man.
With the
high on motherfucking cocaine at the time. I don't even remember doing the movie.
And then the tiger and everything. But there's one where they're trying to cut the wires to the alarm. And it's the Asian guy, and I think Zach or somebody, and they're like, cut the red wire or this and that, and then he's like, okay, and then and then they get through, I think it goes off or something. I can't remember how it goes because I only saw it I think once, and he's like, oh shit, I'm colorblind, I forgot to tell you. And I was like, I wanted to do that because I'm like, what if you run into that with a HVAC technician?
Well, so Q, my partner here, he's fucking colorblind. And he would go through every time if he's doing the air handler, man.
How do you deal with that?
God bless his heart. I bag on him. I'm like, you can't fucking tell me the difference between this blue and the brown, And for me, I'm like, well, hold on, let me just take a picture of it real quick.
I know, right?
Like, I'm like, but he's legit. Like, he will cross wires like fucking crazy. So generally, I end up getting to that low voltage side. I was like, let's just double check it. Make sure. No fault of you, bro, but he is colorblind. That's
funny.
It's bad.
I've worked on a couple of old
K-Boys.
They were old York systems where all the wires were black. Have you ever worked on some of those?
Yeah.
What?
Wire to what?
It was a old package unit. I want to say it was a York, and it was 30, 35 years old, like 10 years ago, but all the wires were black.
But like low voltage or high, like the high voltage?
All of them.
Everything.
Oh,
I've run into that on the commercial side. I used to get upset because I'm like, everything should be color coded, but no. I've seen units, but like on the like walk-ins and stuff where everything's like black or everything's red. I'm like, okay, you gotta figure out each one.
If that bitch is black, it's high voltage. I ain't touching it.
Even then, you got to trace it out with your fingers, even if you got schematics.
And they put like 30 zip ties down the line, and you're just like,
oh, you just gotta cut everything and
then they run it.
Let it hang.
Did you know the little piece that they run it through is called a louvre? Inside,
feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, I was like, what? No, I was like, I don't really give a fuck, but still, in case you're wondering it, they run the wires through the louvre, and I'm like, damn, and then you got to trace it from there, and it.
Yeah, it's all about tracing wires.
Yeah, bundling them up. They do a great job.
This is what I forgot. It was when they were like, I got light gray, dark gray, and medium gray. Which one?
Yeah, I love that's good. I do remember like something. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, dude, I love those movies. I don't know if you have anything else for work stuff, but I was gonna say, like, I know Jake. Do you watch basketball?
Mm-hmm.
The last Woj bomb, the dude retired.
Yeah. What's up, like with Woj, bro? They were saying he went to his alma mater and shit.
He's gonna go like coach or something. Or no, manage
like a GM or something.
Manage a team. Yeah. No more Woj bombs.
Oh, yeah, fuck Woj. No, I'm kidding. I just watched the McAfee show, bro, and if it's on there, I'm gonna watch. Most of the time it's all football, but they'll dabble in the.
I like that NBA dude on the wrestling too. When he comes out, he's
Pat?
a commentator. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I tell you guys I met Pat? My buddy played at West Virginia, and we used to live by West Virginia, Morgantown and shit. And he was their starting lineman for 3 years. And so we go up there, and play when he was with Tavon and Geno Smith and shit like that. But we met Pat White, and Pat McAfee, which was kind of cool, before he was Pat McAfee. Now he's a guy, so wouldn't remember him. But
speaking of it, from work and sponsors and stuff, I am moving forward with House Call Pro.
There you go, man. Right on.
Pretty soon we all got
after months and months and months, this is finally happening.
We'll have a what do you call it? A CRM for everybody on here now.
I hope so.
After months and months of it, and maybe a contentious email from me, it's finally happened.
Curse, I'm done with these fucking games.
Kurt just
he don't give
threatens his way.
Y'all think he's nice? He does these cute little Southern accent videos. hey guys, thanks for watching my video.
Until the hammer comes out.
Pay me my motherfucking money.
Or he brings out the hammer.
Or the hammer comes out on that damn. By the way,
oh man, because I saw Mike in here. Yeah, I think he's still in here. My leak detector wand just came in. I ordered it because Philpius never got back to me, so I just had to go on Amazon and buy one.
Dude, doesn't Philpiece work with you?
Suck ass. No.
Yeah, and I'm about to do a video on it, and I'm gonna mention that
suck.
They want all this stuff and they don't help me out.
Well, dude, it's like this with Philpiece. I had an agreement with them, or I think I still do, where I was going to promote some of their products.
Before you say anything, do you want to read it over? You might have an NDA.
Dude,
I'll take
sponsorships, but I'm going to speak my mind.
That's what it's all about.
There is a video coming out on that broken leak detector. I can tell you that.
There we go. That's what I told Homeboy. Keep going, Kurt. Sorry.
I'm They sent me one product to review. And I haven't got any more since then. I don't know if they didn't like my review or what.
I haven't heard from them either. I don't know what's going on with them.
They suck.
Oh shit! I shouldn't say anything. I got to draw some winners for the giveaway soon.
Sweet.
They're a part of that.
Tell everybody about your giveaway, man.
Do you need a VCRT for that giveaway?
No, we're doing the probes. I'm doing the probe. Giving away 3 sets of probes actually. So I'll get to that before we get off air because I loaded it up. I do have to hit, the raffle button to get the winners. But what was I saying? I already forgot.
Field piece's ass.
Took 5 minutes to replace. Yeah, Mike. Because the warranty repairs and all that you pay for at their field piece is not always cheap. So I was glad that I found it on Amazon. Take the hammer to it. Yeah. No, I wanted to fix mine though.
That needs to be a shirt.
I told you we need to do like some sort of shirts for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Any of you Linkin Park fans?
I don't want to talk about it.
You're upset?
They got a new lead singer, right?
Don't talk. Don't you talk. Don't even bring it up.
Took me a while to get used to it, but I got used to it.
If you support fucking pedophiles, okay.
Well, I heard about that. We'll see.
I mean, there's no hearing. It's just facts.
It's like if you like the 70s show, you
never watched it. Hated it.
How about the Cosby Show?
Oh my god, dude!
Too old. That's too old for me.
That was on TV all the time.
That was. Unfortunately, that was a good show, and it was really popular.
Unfortunately, all these people turned out to be
scumbags, bro. Nah, I mean, I did listen to some of the shit, and I'm like, all right, she's got that like raspiness where she tries to hit the notes and stuff. But it's, I mean,
nobody.
Once Chester was dead, it's like, man, it's just not as good. Obviously,
nobody can replace him.
What happened to the lead singer?
Killed himself.
Oh,
yeah, dude. I remember where I was doing a duck job. I was like, fuck. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was gonna say I didn't know if you guys listened to them, but like I grew up with that from like middle school.
Dude, did you have the presentations where they would come and talk about like bullying and like depression and like drugs and stuff?
Like we had Dare.
So we had Dare, yeah, but we had stuff like, well, where I lived in Maryland, it was Carroll County in Westminster, and it was called like the heroin capital, right?
There's another one.
Got R. Kelly, yeah. And so we had this thing. It was like a heroin kills campaign because it was like so prevalent. But anyways, they'd come in, put these screens up, and it was always like Linkin Park music. You know what I mean? Because it was like, and it's just these kids like walking down the hall holding their books, all depressed, all emo and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, like looking back, because I saw some comments and it's like, oh, this song was a cry for help. I'm like, looking back, all of the songs were like not like, if you listen to the lyrics, it's like, oh my god.
Well, that's what they said, bro, about Linkin Park. Like Chester's emotions and his literal life experiences is what he sang about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you listen to him, I mean, that was just his therapy, and he talked about it all the time. You know, which is like, bro, yeah, he knew he was he was a little weird, but they capitalized on it.
Great band. I still listen to the old stuff.
Oh, you can't beat it, man. What's that one where it's like, ah?
He has like that 17-second scream. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's like,
he's done it live.
Get you like, doo, doo, doo. Yeah. I was listening to the live album recently, the last one before he died, and he was singing the Crawling, and it like he just harmonizes it. It was like really fucking good, you know?
Yeah, like I said, there's nobody that's gonna replace him. I mean, I'm interested to hear their new music, but like I grew up with Linkin Park, and it's irreplaceable.
It's like when homeboy, this is Kurt's thing. David Lee Roth gets replaced. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like it's happened in other bands.
All the time. You know what I mean? AC/DC when who was it?
Who's left from
both of those
AC/DC?
cases, that was an improvement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the second guy, what the hell is this? Agnes, right?
Angus.
Angus. He just took it to another. But
but the lead singer was Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson. That's what it. Okay.
Well, you know, if you try to Google and see some of the old AC/DC stuff with the old lead singer, it's almost been wiped off the net. It's hard to find it.
Oh, really? Well, you know what? Really, I think the worst one that's done it is Leonard Skinner, bro. Like Johnny Van Zant is ass. Like Ronnie is the GOAT. But the Johnny shit, dude. Like he's just carrying. Like he's trying. I get it, Leonard Skinner, but it's just not. They literally
that was
just
the
sing.
original one.
Yeah, dude. Oh, Ronnie was.
Yeah, they were never the same. Never.
Anybody get their A2L certification?
Are we supposed to do that?
I asked about it.
It's funny when they show you those tools and it's like A2L certified and it's a fucking like screwdriver.
yeah, that's awesome. We need pics. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's true. It's like, bro, it's the same fucking thing. I mean, it's a screwdriver.
So stupid.
Oh.
Were you saying something, Kurt?
I forgot.
You get your certification, Kurt?
No. Oh, I asked about it, and they said I didn't really need to get some kind of certification.
No, you're good. Just figure it out. Yeah. You know, you can just buy 410 online for cheaper than what we get at the Supply House. I found it for like $208.
You've been watching Dave's videos or something?
Nah, bro. Like, because I had a customer.
I think he has like a thing where you can buy it on Amazon or I don't know what.
Dude, you can't get it on Amazon, but it was like Refrigerant Direct, and you actually.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, and I was like, "Damn, really?" Like, well,
and
we charge.
Well, when I saw his videos before, like he had you could buy them in little cylinders too, like little like to top off a unit. Yeah.
What? Nah, this was a full 25er, you know, for like two. I want to say it was 208. I was like, dang.
You know something? I bought a half a pallet of R410 at $149 a drum about a month ago.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's just like I want to say ours is 225. Jason's got it at 215. So yeah,
and that was at Johnston special.
Let me
a couple months ago, Goodman had it for 186.
Mine's 259 right now.
It was just like, dang.
I ain't got crazy, that 215.
Man. Jason, just drive it down to Adrian, man. Come on.
There's guys here that do that. They're like, yeah, you need a drum, you need a 410A.
Bro, I almost got a full tank of R30.
Fuck, the one I use the most, 404, is is it on 439? That's what I have to use daily.
No, sir. You just charge. I don't know how you guys do it the way we do it. Basically, the first top off of the system is going to pay for the jug. It's between 1 to 3 pounds, no matter what. It's going to be, that's the first charge, and it's $224.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
what it is for that. And then after that, the additionals, I want to say like 80 a pound. And then just work with the customer. You know what I mean?
I'm always worried about that because Mark was like, it's a Chinese 410A, non-condensables might be in it. Yeah. Stay away from the black market. I'm always worried because like the other day I had seen them and
just fucking
they wanted, I don't remember how much they wanted, but it was 407C and it had this little it had this little bear on it, and I've never heard of this brand before.
Dang,
so I was like, funny. I've never seen those before, but you know, he's selling them.
I forget I know I get Honeywell for the
yeah, that's what we usually get.
Yeah, so that's
there's a couple.
You're just like, all right, I'll take it. Like, what are you selling it for? Come on, ese. Oh man.
Anything else, or what do you guys want to?
What's on your list? Anything on your list? Are you good?
I think I'm good for this week, but I need to do my raffle thing before I get off.
All right, do the raffle and let's sign out.
All right, let me.
Kurt.
There we go.
That cool?
Cool.
All right, I didn't know if you had something to say.
Well, I'm just gonna make sure I have video proof.
Oh, you're doing it now? You're doing it?
This mother.
What? Okay.
Oh,
Nate. No, you need to redo it. Oh, Nate's in here. What up, Nate? Shout out to Nate.
He was in
that
here.
That first son of a bitch.
I was gonna say that dude always fucking wins. Okay.
Why? He's got to have something in the algorithm where they pick it.
So I just wanted to have it on screen so that everybody's like, "Oh,
no.
I'm not even on the fucking screen."
Shut us down. Shut us down. Start it
anyway,
over.
I just wanted to have it on
this damn thing.
You what?
I said I entered this damn thing. I wanted all the goodies. So good.
So, Mike, this is for Instagram. I had a giveaway over there. I need to do one. I ended up with some extra Vito bags, so maybe I'll do it. I don't know, on here or on my channel pretty soon. But just needed that on video. Anything else, guys?
Nope, it's past my bedtime.
I was looking at the time, yeah. All right. Appreciate everybody for coming out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.